What we are about to say is something that will shock you to your core. The trillionaire Mohammed Bin Salman, who is nicknamed MBS and is the current de facto ruler of Saudi Arabia, is not the king, and his father can replace him with a mere nod, literally. This fact means that filthy rich Saudi Arabia is owned by one powerful man, the 86 years old Salman bin Abdulaziz Al Saud. Officially, he has about $20 billion in his bank account and owns quite a few investments, palaces, mansions, villas, private jets, and you name it. But in reality, he is worth much more than that and is extremely powerful. So, let's take a look at his actual net worth and some of the mind-numbing possessions he owns. The House of Saud is a very old family that goes back at least a couple thousand years. They are the ones who established the modern kingdom of Saudi Arabia and turned it from desert dunes into a very rich regional and international power in less than 70 years. Much of their wealth is from oil profits. In fact, Saudi Arabia is still up to 70% reliant on oil revenues, which is something they are working hard to decrease by diversifying their economy. This family's private wealth, which is separate from the kingdom's assets and investments, is somewhere around $1.5 trillion. However, it is a family of more than 15,000 princes and princesses, and thus the wealth is sort of distributed all over the place. However, the 200 heads of the family's various branches control the lion's share. But it is a whole different story for King Salman, who will be inherited by his son Crown Prince MBS, who has helped him impose absolute control that cannot be disputed by the rest of the House of Saud. His wealth is in the trillions because he has absolute control over the Saudi Public Investment Fund, which is worth about $620 billion, the oil company Aramco, which is worth $2 trillion, the kingdom's reserves of gold and hard currencies of about $500 billion, and of course, all of the kingdom's oil and gas reserves, which are worth more than $400 trillion. Yep, that's right. In a nutshell, King Salman is the richest man in the world. However, he is 86 years old and, like the rest of his family, cares greatly about their country. Nevertheless, he and the rest of his family do live in luxury that is beyond our wildest imagination. Let's take a look at some of the true multi-trillionaire opulent and luxurious bling. King Salman owns more majestic palaces, mansions, and villas both in Saudi Arabia and overseas than we can ever track. And we are not talking about the endless palaces and villas owned by his massive extended family. No, we are talking about his very own properties, which he shares with his children. Mind you that some of these castles make the likes of Versailles and Buckingham Palace seem modest and average. The sprawling Al Yamama Palace in the Saudi capital of Riyadh is the official residence of the current King Salman since he ascended to power in 2015. The exterior of the elegant, modern building is based on traditional Arabic design, with its geometric motifs and pointed arch windows, and is relatively minimal. However, the interior is something completely different. Stunning chandeliers, superior hand-woven carpets, ornate antiques, and gold chairs among many other fixtures are all over the majestic castle. Ornate doors lead into far too many extravagant, gold-festooned rooms. The floors are made of the finest, most luxurious Italian marble money can buy. The intricately carved ceiling and wall panels add to the showy vibe. This palace is valued at $1 billion. A short distance from the Al Yamama Palace lies the Al Awa Palace, which is considered a secure location in case of emergencies. Structed and no massive sums of money were spared to make it a fortified bunker filled with extreme luxury. It was built based on the local Najd style. The rooms are decorated with historic photos of Saudi Arabia. The $200 million palace showcases the best of Saudi craftsmanship with exquisite, hand-carved wall details and furniture, mosaic flooring, and subtle accents. The building reflects the new king's simpler tastes and his passion for local architecture and decorative styles. The Urga Palace is located in central Riyadh and was completed relatively recently. Just like the Al Yamama, Urga Palace is ostentatious with more than its fair share of gilding, rich silk carpets, and pricey Italian marble. Even the waste paper bins are made from pure silver. In this palace, King Salman hosted former Thus President Obama. There is even a famous picture of the two rulers chatting with a gold-plated Kleenex dispenser alongside gold chairs in the same image. The palace is often used for government functions, state receptions, and cultural festivals that introduce Saudi arts and customs to the international community. Salman also splashed $300 million on the Chateau Louis XIV in Louveciennes, France, just to make his son, the Crown Prince MBS, happy. The mesmerizing Chateau Louis XIV, which is designed in a classical French Baroque, stately home style, is just breathtaking. One can see from outside the incredible gardens with beautiful fountains, statues, and avenues of plants and trees. It boasts 10 bedrooms. The interior is crafted and decorated by France artisans. It has marble from floor to ceiling, gilded ironwork, and frescoes. Even the indoor pool is decorative, thanks to the mosaic tiling and chandeliers. It is also fitted with a ballroom, home cinema, gym, an underwater room with fish tank walls, and a subterranean nightclub. For meetings with U.S. officials, the king has Le Chateau de Lumiere in Great Falls, Virginia. Its name means the Palace of Light. Located just outside the U.S. capital, Washington, D.C., it boasts 8 master suite bedrooms, 13 bathrooms, numerous reception rooms, a ballroom, highly sought-after antique sofas, crystal chandeliers, gold-plated statues, a spa, cinema, card room, basketball court, as well as a spectacular outdoor pool area, complete with a cabana, Corinthian columns, and fire bowls. During a massive crackdown on corruption in 2017, the king ordered that the castle of Castagneto Po in Turin, Italy, which dates back to 1019, confiscated from his nephew, Prince Al-Walid, who originally bought it in 2009 for $25 million. The structure was rebuilt in the 19th century in a neo-Gothic style. It has more than 40 rooms. This magnificent castle was the childhood home of supermodel, musician, and former First Lady of France, Carla Bruni. It stands on a 250-acre estate and features marquetry floors and frescoes, a superior modern kitchen, lifts, and heated floors. The regal property is surrounded by an English-style parkland designed by Saverio Curtin, which includes vegetable gardens, fruit orchards, wide terraces, and old greenhouses, a caretaker's house, and a farm building. When King Salman travels, he mobilizes his entire fleet of private luxury Boeing 747 jets along with him. His flying palace is also filled with gold-plated everything. He even takes with him his own golden escalator. The other jets carry his massive entourage of guards, assistants, diplomats, and a few members of the royal family. They usually number between 1,200 and 2,200. Even the luggage arrives in separate planes because it usually weighs hundreds of tons. And of course, he takes his favorite multi-million-dollar armored Mercedes limousines with him. On a 2015 trip to France, the king closed off a section of a beach and installed a private elevator to get to the sand. And in 2014, Salman, then just a crown prince, booked 3 entire Maldives resorts for his vacation. It does not matter what capital he is visiting, the bookings usually include a few hundred armored limousines and SUVs, a few entire 5-star hotels, and you name it. As for yachts, he has 3, the Tui, Serene, and Lightning. The luxury yacht Tui was built by Van der Gessen in 2002 and designed by Michael Leach. It was originally 72 meters long, but was lengthened by 6 meters in 2006. It can accommodate 30 guests and a crew of 21. As for the yacht Serene, it is one of the largest yachts in the world, with a length of 134 meters. It was built by Fincantieri Yachts and designed by Espen Owino. As for the interior, it was designed by Raymond Langton. Its features include an internal seawater pool, 2 helideck platforms, a helicopter hangar, a snow room, a spa with a sauna, a climbing wall, and a multiple-deck water slide. It also carries a $3 million GSE Trieste VI submarine and a $5 million Eurocopter EC-145. The cost of the 3 yachts combined is about $750 million. Thank you for watching. Do not forget to subscribe, like, comment, share, and hit the notification button to to get updates on our latest videos that cover the hard-to-track and elusive luxury, net worth, and business issues associated with our beloved, rather secretive celebrities.